I don't wanna go to bed, Daddy. Hey, everybody. Welcome to TableTakes. It's game night. We are going to be playing a game called Whine Night. You might have been
Ooh.
wondering why I was whining. It's because we're playing Whine Night. We're going to be whining a whole lot.
That's
Whoever
true.
does it the best is going to win a very special prize.
Oh.
It'll be a very special prize, and you're gonna love it.
That
Everybody.
makes me nervous, Javion, when you
I
put
don't
it like
trust. I don't trust. There's no trust.
All right.
Do we have
So
to though?
Anita already in character, ready to go. I love it. We are gonna start with you, Anita. So I'm going to quickly post a picture of the cards that we have to play with. We're gonna have 5 to choose from. You're just gonna pick whichever one speaks to you in the moment, and read it off for everybody, and everybody's gonna answer it one by one. I'll go first, and then we'll have Bonza go next, and then we'll follow it with Marcus, and then Anita. Either you can chime in with your own, or you can judge and say who you thought complained the best.
That sounds like a
Please,
lot of work.
That does sound like so much work.
I
Guys.
love it. I love the team spirit. Everybody's fully immersed in the game already. So let's get started. Sorry about the glare for that top left card that I posted for you to see. Don't worry about that one. It had a naughty word on it anyway, so we could just ignore it.
All right. Listen, just tell us about like the worst boss that you've ever had.
Okay. Yes, okay. So the worst boss I ever had. Her name was Tatiana. I was working a job. I was a software test for a health software company, and her job was to make sure that we didn't click, drag, select all, and submit everything as, oh yeah, everything's good to go, no bugs whatsoever. We didn't find anything wrong with it, and she did that terribly. She did it very poorly. We had a meeting every single day to talk about our progress from the previous day. It was terrible. It was so frustrating. Not to mention her attitude. I just did not appreciate it. Not a fan. Not a fan of the tone that she was using. And of course, everybody in the office hated her. Absolutely hated her. She fired pretty much anybody who didn't fit like her vision for who a good software tester was, and then just replaced everybody with that singular kind of person. So she was racist too. She was a nightmare to work with. And at the very end, when I left, I eventually told her all of the things that I thought were wrong with her style of working. And you know how I actually got fired from this job? I didn't email her because I didn't want to talk to her when I was sick. So I emailed my coworker to tell her that I was sick so I wouldn't have to. And she told me that I've learned too much from the job and it's time for me to move forward and move on. I've outgrown it. And
Ooh.
there's no growth opportunities within the company apparently. So there you go. Worst boss ever.
That's a pretty good one. Ugh.
That was a tale.
Bonds,
Very
I want you to go
interesting
next.
tale. Bonzi, how about you?
So, my tale, I will go ahead and name this person Chad. Chad, this is like a temporary boss, I would say, because this was the time when I was trying to like do a little bit of modeling on the side. So already off the bat with a name like Chad, who knows that this person's just going to be 100% winner, right? So, Chad had a lot of requirements that were real sketchy, real sketchy.
Oh.
So I was like, okay, yeah, you said you just wanted me to first model as a goth, like, goth clothes. And I was like, okay, yeah. But the goth clothes they wanted was a lot of black but see-through. And I was like, that's not what we discussed on this model thing. And then they're like, oh, and then they made a big deal about how they wanted me to tan more. So I did. I went and tanned, but I basically ripped up the contract because they got upset because I did go tanning, but they wanted me to tan in front of them on a private beach. And I was like, never mind, this is sketchy. So I would say I don't. This says no. This says lots of red flags. And so I was like, no, thank you, Chad. Can I see that contract that I was
less of a red flag and more of a crimson banner.
Yeah, Crimson's bad, so I was just like, I'm gonna walk away from this opportunity. Thank you for trying to give it to me. One, because you were like, oh, I thought I was gonna be very clothed because you said goth. was not. And somehow tanning is involved with goth too, and I had to do it with the private beach with you. No, that's good. So I said no. So that was a very, very fast bosshood. I did not have that more than 2 days. I was like, okay, peace out.
Thank you for
I know,
sharing
right?
your story, Bonsai. And Boomer, thank you for agreeing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marcus,
Yes.
how about your tale?
Okay, so I worked a lot of different jobs, and I've had a lot of different bosses in a lot of different fields. I have a lot of different stories, some of which I cannot share. One of which is under NDA, and that's the one I would share. The other one, however,
those are the best ones.
I know, right? The minor one I can give is one of my first jobs was working at a receptionist for a. I'm trying to remember the name of the center, like a community center for elderly folks. Where you
like
can,
a retirement home?
it wasn't quite a retirement home. It was more of like a place where they can come and like one of them would host a pottery class, so they can do a pottery class, a computer lab, a video, like where we have a little
Like a senior center.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
it was like kind of like a senior center with a small gym and everything. It was mostly a totally fine job for a 17-year-old who pretty much was just using his money to buy DVDs on Amazon at the time. Or bootlegging movies to watch on the work computer. I wasn't the best employee, I want to point that out. But my boss at this place, every single time he called to leave me a message, which was all the time, he would break down what he didn't like about my voicemail and give me the notes as well as give me what he wanted me to do for him when I got there. I changed my voicemail about 5 times, and he found a new thing wrong with it every single time, to the point where I wasn't sure if I was going crazy or if he was just clearly going through something. Now as an adult, I could tell he's probably just going through something. But that was the experience that really made me question my sanity that I can legally talk about.
I'm terrified to know what you can't talk about, because that sounds awful. All right, Anita, do you want to chime in and tell us yours, or do you want to tell us which one of us is the winner?
I haven't actually had a problem with any of my bosses. I've had a problem with HR.
Uh-oh. Tell us more.
Ooh, HR. Everyone, ooh.
Ooh.
So I I think it was my second or third job when I was working in the city where I used to live, was at a print shop. And I was not customer facing. I was a customer service rep, but I handled corporate accounts rather than face-to-face walk-in clients. So my job was to like do order entry and like talk on the phone, make sure that I could find people's orders, that sort of thing. So I wasn't really facing customers. So I was a little bit more lax with my dress code, but so was everybody else. There was dudes wearing like ripped jeans and t-shirts and baseball hats. I had this, what was very stylish for 2005, this little bucket hat, like almost like a newsy cap, that had fleur-de-lis on it. It was a little distressed, as was the fashion of the time. And the human resources lady decided that she hated everything about me because of this hat. And pulled me into her office to tell me that in no uncertain terms that I needed to change how it looked entirely, or she would have me fired.
Whoa.
And I naturally was only like 20 something, so I was really young and I had no self-confidence at the time, and I was like, shit, I'm gonna get fired by this lady and there's nothing I could do about it. So I came back in dressed like I was going to a job interview. I overcompensated, and my boss, like my manager at the time, pulled me off to the side and was like, what's going on? Like I was crying, bawling my eyes out, and I'm like, Karen wants to fire me because I was wearing this hat, and I love this hat. It's my favorite thing. And like, he's like, she doesn't have the authority to do that. Hold on one second. He turned around and walked back into the building.
Dang.
And I could hear him screaming at her.
Hey, we stand a boss.
But ever since like he's like, she doesn't have the authority to fire you. Only I can sign off on that. So you're not going anywhere. She's in the wrong. But every single time after that, she would glare at me And anytime that my boss at the time, Darcy, would like go away, she'd like try and flex a little, and I'm like, you can't fire me.
She
Go away,
so
Karen.
hideous.
But yes,
I'm so sorry you went through that.
that's my worst HR rep story.
Love it.
Thank you
Love
for
it.
sharing.
So
All
now
right.
I ask unto you, who do we think?
Anita, you are the judge here.
Hmm.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it's completely up to you.
Mhm.
We were gonna sip after we pick the winner, but I mean, all right,
We
just keep
sip after
sipping.
we pick the winner?
Oh,
Yeah.
after.
When I asked for some clarification on the rules, I didn't
Oh,
hear
God.
anything about sipping after. I heard, Marcus,
Sipping
you're taking
after.
up too much time asking about all the rules of this complex game.
That's true. That's fair. I think Bonsai, that story was absolutely terrible. And
Yeah,
I
agreed.
think that I would vote for you.
Yeah.
I vote for
Bonsai.
Sometimes,
Bonsai.
To Bonsai.
sometimes photographers can be sketchy.
Yeah.
Make sure your contracts are clearly laid out and advocate for yourself.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't let anyone take advantage of you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Marcus, why don't we have you go next? Take a look at those 4 remaining cards. Actually, 3, since you can't read the top left one. And choose one for us. And if you don't like any of them, I'll give you a new set of 5 to look at.
Okay. How about, let me make sure. Okay. What annoys you the most about fast food?
Ooh.
Anybody want to go first?
I'll go first. I got something, but it's not necessarily about fast food. It's about somebody, a family member, whenever I order fast food with them.
Well,
So it's
counts. That's adjacent. So Bonsai.
It's adjacent.
The wine floor is yours.
The wine floor. Okay, so I don't mind. Fast food is supposed to be fast. You're supposed to go in, order, go out, lickety spit, easy to do. It's cheap, it's simple, and I am a trash panda, and I love trash panda stuff, such as Taco Bell. I'm sorry. And one of these things is a relative of mine. I will not name who because they may or may not watch sometime. So I'm not going to say who. I have multiple relatives, so it's easy. Or maybe not. Never mind. I'll just say who it is because I don't think they're watching today.
Uh-oh.
Anywho, so I love my mom. She's the dearest soul of my heart. But I hate ordering fast food with my mom, especially at McDonald's. Because my mom, even though we are standing in line for a very long time, waits until right when we're about to order to think of something, and she must always have her fries fresh. Fresh! And so we will have to she order. Yes, she will wait and ask the people to make a fresh batch of fries. And so we have to wait 15 minutes to 20 minutes on the side parking so she can get fresh fries all the time. I love you, Mom, but please, what turns out to be 5 minutes of ordering turns into a 30 minutes of waiting in the car.
Fast.
It's called fast food.
It's not
I love you,
speed
but
food.
yes. It's just can I just get fast food? That is my wine.
Bonsai, thank you for sharing. Javion, please, the wine floor is now yours.
Okay. Something you may not know about me is that I have food anxiety. Okay. Growing up, I didn't have a lot of options for what I got to eat. I typically got to eat a lot of the same thing very frequently, including at fast food places. So mine's a little different. I'm not like begging them to make a new batch of fries for me every time I go there. But all I want on my cheeseburger is the bun, the patty, the cheese. That's it. That's all I want. If I'm going to another place that usually puts lettuce on it, I'm like, okay, yeah, put some lettuce on it. If I'm going to a place that usually puts bacon on it, I'm like, okay, put some bacon on it. But I don't know how to ask people where they understand it because it's so bizarre to everyone that I ask about getting a plain cheeseburger. What I mean by that. Wait, does that mean you still want cheese? Oh, okay. So you don't want any condiments? Just to reiterate what plain means. Oh, I hear you. When you said you just want bacon on your cheeseburger, you meant you only wanted bacon and no cheeseburger, right? I literally got a plate of bacon one time when I asked somebody for just bacon on my cheeseburger.
Javion, I gotta hook you up with a conversation with my little brother on this exact subject. You guys can have like a 10-episode podcast on this.
Oh my god.
we ordered food for him, a plain burger, and they sent us a bun in a box. Like this is the stuff. Like he doesn't like condiments on any of his stuff. And that is a. I want you to know. I feel this. I feel this coming through here. You are
Fast food workers have to deal with so much.
Oh yeah.
I can only assume they have dealt with somebody who literally only asked for bread. Like they said, don't give me the burger, please. Do not
We
give
do
me
live in a world
anything.
where none pizza left beef exists.
Yes,
None pizza
exactly.
left beef.
None pizza left beef. Thank you very much. My thoughts exactly.
Excellent, Javion. Anita, would you like to share your fast food frustrations?
Ugh, where do I start?
This is fun. I love complaining.
Let me just. If I place an order, I don't know, through a delivery app, and I can see very clearly on the printed receipt that there were supposed to be specific items in that order, and I don't receive those items, I lose my goddamn mind. If I have to order chicken nuggets and don't get sauces one more time, someone's going to get hit.
I feel your
I
pain.
am going to hire an assassin to take out the McDonald's worker that forgets my sweet and sour sauce. One more time. If you replace it with barbecue,
Oh, jeez.
Ooh,
That is not sweet and sour.
sweet
It's
and
not
sour
sweet
is
and
all
sour.
the way.
It's barely barbecue sauce.
honey
at that
mustard, no, give me the sweet and sour or give me death with my chicken nuggies.
I love
all.
this passion. I love this passion here, it is now. I'm
Yes.
supposed.
Marcus, you can
Nothing
either
ruins my
complain about
entire day
something-
wrong more than having like one thing slightly off about my meal.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. There's like a bevy of restaurants I will never go back to because they got one thing wrong several times. I give them second after second after second chance, and they still got one different thing wrong every single time. Marcus, you can either complain, which I mean, it's just really fun. I think you
pretty
should.
fun.
If you want to, you should.
It's real
Or you
good.
could just
Okay. You know what? I've having worked fast food and working various forms of fast, quick food drinks. I worked at Starbucks for years too. Having worked in fast food and worked in fast service, I will say my biggest gripe every single time is when someone and their mom comes in and asks me to make a fresh thing of French fries for my personal least favorite thing is humans who haven't worked retail or customer service when it comes to fast food. Those are the people who come in and have no idea and just assume someone is lesser than them because they are doing that job. Those people can suck trucks. They are not worth it. Like go get some experience or some empathy. That's what I got. My winner is, of course, a cause very near and dear to my heart, as much as I love sauces, Anita, and as much as I love your mom, Bonsai. It is, unfortunately, the plain burger mishap. It is too tied to me personally. Javion, I am awarding you the points on behalf of my brother Isaac. He's not dead, but I'm pointing up to heaven.
Thank you, Marcus, and everybody with me to Javion.
To Javion!
Javion.
All right, let's complain some more.
Woo!
Woo!
Okay, let's see. I'm gonna choose a card here. Let me see here. You know what? I'm gonna skip both of the remaining questions. I'm gonna post a new set of 5.
Ooh, new set.
Ooh.
Yeah,
New
so the old
set.
questions are old, the new questions are new. So
Ooh.
all we
That's the
have
same.
is the new. Never look back. Hold on a second. Did I just post the same picture twice? I sure
Yes,
did.
you did.
I sure did. Hold on, one more time. There we go. Okay. Hold on. It's okay. It's sending. Okay, there it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Huh.
Ooh.
Oh, I think. Oh man. Okay, yeah. What is the worst song? We're getting very controversial now. We're gonna get real controversial now.
Worst song.
I don't want you to hold back. Okay. You are allowed to have your opinion, regardless of what other people think. So anybody, if you can think of something, Marcus, go ahead.
Let me make sure I'm muted, not muted to the chat now. I want to talk about a little song that I feel is pretty much exactly where everything started to just go downhill. Now, let me tell you something. There's a band out there that released an album in 2009 called Save Me San Francisco. This is, of course, everyone's aunt's favorite band, the band Train. They released a song called Hey Soul Sister.
No!
One of the most disgusting, like, it's not disgusting in that the subject matter is particularly gross. Or as they said in 2009, grody. What it is that it's a combination of several popular songs thrown together by a band that doesn't have the cohesion to make it work. Now, I'm going to read you a select group of quotes.
Uh-oh.
Your
no.
lipstick stains on the front lobe of my left side brain. That my heart's pounding with that one.
When you said that, I just
your sweet moonbeam. I smell you in every single dream I dream.
Okay. Well,
ain't that Mr. on the radio stereo? The way you move. Can I read you my favorite line? Okay.
Oh, no.
There's a couple good ones here, but I'm so obsessed. My heart is bound to beat right out of my untrimmed chest.
Okay, that's enough. You've made your point.
I believe
Marcus.
in you like a virgin, you're Madonna, and I'm always gonna want to blow your mind.
All right.
Hey, soul sister. Hey, Mister on the radio, stereo. The way you move ain't fair, you know.
I think Marcus needs to mute himself and take a walk.
No.
Oh boy.
So as we now take some
We're
time
back.
and sit with again the song "Hey Soul Sister" from Train's 2009 album "Save Me San Francisco." I want to remind you that it was nominated for Best Grammy Song. So nothing matters.
I just have to say,
Okay.
thank you for putting that song in perspective for me.
You're welcome.
Because I sing that song every day when I heard that song back in 2010. So thank you for opening my eyes.
Welcome. It is a long part of my standing mission on this earth to help people realize the wicked and evil within the band Train.
All right. Anybody else who's got a bad song to complain about, to whine about?
I have a pitch.
Go ahead.
I have a pitch for a song that is so objectively awful that they had to change the lyrics.
Oh.
And I, of course, am talking about the 2004 Black Eyed Peas song.
I knew it as soon as you said
yes.
it. I knew it. Sorry.
I can't say the original title on screen.
But everybody
and
knows
I will
it.
not. Everybody knows it. This song has the full lyrics of let's get it started in here. Let's get it started up in here. It's objectively terrible. You can't say the original lyrics anymore because it's totally insensitive. It's just exhausting, honestly. And it was all over the radio.
That's true.
Uncensored.
Now
On repeat.
I will admit to being a young Javion, a young adult, I should say, and me and my friends at wedding receptions dancing wildly to that song when it came on. At the time, I feel I've matured and grown as a person, and I think I've, much like the band Train, I have grown out of that phase of my life.
Yeah.
So thank you, Anita, for bringing that to us. All right, Bonsai. Anything in the chamber?
I do have one thing in the chamber, but it's not. I can't really comment because I don't remember the band's name. All I know is the image of it, and I only know one word of the song, but the rest just kind of blurs in the same kind of, like, their songs all sound the same. It's look at that photograph.
Oh, it's Nickelback.
Going for the Nickelback, low hanging fruit, huh?
It's Photograph by Nickelback.
I have a problem with that because I feel like it's somebody drunk singing this song and they drink and then you can't really understand the rest, but you just, there's a photograph. There's a photograph.
Well, it's because they're too busy trying to be big rock stars and live in hilltop mansions driving 15 cars. Like they're too busy to enunciate any of their lyrics at that point. I'm with you, Bonsai. I'm with you on that. There's a line in that song that does sound like a drunk recanting where he says, "What the hell is on Jimmy's head?" or something like that. Like where he just kind of distracted, looks off, is like,
I'm
"Hey."
sorry, that's just the comment. I know a lot of people love that song. The Nickelback.
I don't know
Nickelback,
actually that a lot of people know that song, Bonsai. I think it became a meme essentially at this point.
It does. Look at this graph, and it's just a picture of a graph.
That's right.
Ah. There.
I think
also
that's
hate-
a lot of Nickelback songs.
Yeah, I hate people telling me to look
Yeah.
at photographs too. Like,
But there are so many good Nickelback songs, though.
like that
That's
one
the
about
thing.
how
Is, I
Little
think
Women
for
just
the
nearly
longest
damn near
time that it was popular to hate Nickelback.
Right.
But Mr. Chad Kroger and his fellows from the wonderful town of Hannah, Alberta, that I've been to, they're just good Canadian boys doing their best.
You know, I would argue that the lyrics, "You look prettier with something
Hannah
in your
is
mouth."
a dumpster fire.
I'm gonna say this again. You look prettier with something in your mouth. I'm not gonna give Nickelback my thumbs up on that one.
No, not really.
Oh,
So there's
Ch-
a lot of. Go ahead, Bonsai.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, chat is also including with the wine. Chat was saying Millie Vanilla's "Girl, You Know It's True." Who is the real
Girl.
singer for
Milli
that song?
Vanilli.
You know it's true. Listen, Millie,
Well, it's
listen,
true.
we're going to have to put some respect because the actual people that were behind Milli Vanilli did some good work. They just had to have it was like Boney M.
Oh,
They just
yeah, that's
had to
right.
have
They were-
an actual front face to the song.
I forgot about that. Yeah, there's actually the Milli
The
Vanilli
ori-
story is
the
really
actual-
interesting.
The actual singers of Milli Vanilli's songs, there's actually 3 of them, and they're very good. Like, they're very good musicians and singers. But they just, unfortunately, they got stuck with it because they weren't marketable. It's one of those things where you're not marketable, you're not good.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Drink to Milli
Cheers.
Vanilli. This one's to Milli
To
Vanilli.
Milli Vanilli. Does chat win this one? Or who wins this one?
I will just throw one in. I'm not gonna explain it. I'm just gonna
Please.
say it.
Okay.
"We Are Young" by Fun is the
Oh,
worst song
yeah.
I've ever heard in my entire life,
Oh.
and I almost had to sing it in youth men's choir because I had one bully in the group who knew I hated it and wanted us to sing it.
Well, I'm gonna go back and find that bully, and I'm gonna sing the entire Fun catalog. A bad band partially from Arizona. I take some responsibility for that.
I truly feel Marcus earned the win on this one.
I can also talk about Fun
think
because
so,
I was gonna pick Fun because they have another song that's just the worst auto tune I've ever heard.
Oh, no.
Whatever, Beautiful Nights or whatever. It's like bad. Just make music's hard. Make it better.
Everyone-
Guys. Just do better. Just do better.
I
To
do very much-
Marcus.
To
To
Marcus.
Marcus.
To Marcus.
All right. Next up, we got Bonsai. Bonsai, you got 4 cards to choose from in that new picture that I sent. Plenty of options.
Okay, so this one I know this one's gonna be a good one. So spill, everybody. We need to know what's the worst part of being an adult.
Oh my God, there's so many things.
Ooh, I knew.
I would say it's the unbearable lightness of being.
That's very, very deep.
Yeah.
That is a deep sip.
You wanna
Do you want to alliterate on
Alliterate
that, or
on
you? That's like almost Mary
Elaborate.
Jane levels. Mary Jane levels going on there.
Well, I could elaborate, but ultimately it would come back to me just saying the exact same thing.
Screaming in existence.
make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what about you, Anita?
It's the inexorable march of time and the fact that death comes for us all.
Wow.
Wow!
That was mine. You took mine. Now come up with something else.
It's fun. It's the song "Fun." Everybody, fun again.
That's
Yeah, it's still that same song.
I will say, I didn't hurt this much when I was a kid. I hurt a lot now.
Yeah.
I definitely did not have to worry about the pain that I feel in my body, in my bones, in every part of area of me. I'm not saying I'm old. I'm just 27. I'm just saying that, like, for some reason, for the last couple of years, everything decided to be worse about me in general, just all over. And it's sad. I'm sad.
All right.
What about you, Bonsai?
I have to whine about is I can't eat or drink or do anything as much as I used to in my younger age. I used to like have all types of food and not have an allergic reaction that will close my throat and esophagus. I used to drink and then not have really terrible hangovers. And I
Remember
used to
2-day
do all
hangovers
these.
when you wouldn't have a hangover, but now you
I
have them for 2
remember.
days.
And also, there's also, there's just all those, I smell alcohol and then I'm like, oh, my head, it's gonna hurt for 2 hours
no.
now. But
Reminder,
yeah, it's
don't
just
give bonsai wine.
don't all those things. But yeah, no, I miss the days when I used to be able to do bounce back, and now I don't bounce back. I crinkle forward and go, ooh.
Yeah. When I crinkle, I go.
Yeah.
All right, bonsai. Who's your pick?
I am going to choose Javion.
Marcus, we couldn't hear you for a second there. You're muted on stream.
Marcus.
Oh, I was good.
Oh,
Oh,
okay,
okay.
gotcha.
Oh, but yes, Javion, I like your complaint because other you two went way too deep. That's too real. We wanted sass, not sad.
We wanted to talk about our bodies
Bonsai.
slowly decaying, not our bodies slowly decaying.
Thank you.
Not
Bonsai.
existential crisis, but to Javion.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I need to get.
Does anybody need a refill?
I need a refill because otherwise. Oh, look at this.
All right, go ahead,
Oh.
Marcus. We'll give you a sec. Anita, why don't you pick our next?
Hold on, I
card
look like
while Marcus
Thanos
gets a
now.
refill?
I look like Thanos though.
Big chin.
Go back.
you big chin. All right, Anita, you got plenty of options. I think 3 cards here, but if you want to skip, we can move on.
You know, I want to do a quick reset. I want to have a look at some of these.
Quick
other
reset.
Quick
Reset
reset.
From the
I think I can
Whine Queen.
I think I could read what the green card says. I'm going to translate it. What she-dog celebrity would be the worst nightmare date? If I'm right, is that what it says?
No.
No.
It's a word that includes the letter X
X.
What Xavier celebrity?
and ends with the letter Y.
It's a sexy word. It's a
Oh.
sexy word. The word is a sexy word.
It's one of those kinds of words. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a she-dog.
All right.
I do like that question. Which she-dog celebrity would like the
Do you know more
questions?
than one?
The question's actually like a far better question if we take it what Bonsai said.
Yeah. All right, Anita, you got some new cards to look at.
Ooh.
What's it gonna be?
What is something that you have to pay for that you think should be free?
Oh.
I have a list.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
can we just say the obvious one, healthcare? I mean, I want to live. Please don't make me die because I can't afford it. Please don't make me go to another country because you're not giving me enough money to pay for keeping my kidneys from shutting down or keeping my bloodstream healthy or I don't know, keeping my brain from trying to unalive itself.
Mm-hmm.
I just that's the I mean, I'm just gonna say the obvious
Yeah.
easy one. Yeah.
That is right up there. As someone that came from a land with free healthcare, it was pretty lit.
For me, along the same in the similar vein, without being healthcare, like emergency housing. That's a big having access to that for free without having to. I mean, there's a lot more resources for it now, but my God, having a place to go when you have nowhere to go is something that it would be fucking great. There's my F-bomb for the day.
Oh, great! We used up the F-bomb.
We used the
I knew it was
F-bomb.
coming
used it up.
because
Pew, 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 pew.
it's a game about complaining. You're gonna hit an F-bomb. Big Terp 1 in chat says paying bills should be free, but no, there's often a fee. Which
Yeah, that's actually a good point.
is a good
yeah.
It's a good
Like
yeah. That's a
often,
good
Credit card
point.
fees.
often you're paying a fee to pay them already. Like it's
Yeah.
it's like service fees sometimes make
Service
sense.
fees.
Sometimes, but most of the time it's like you're gonna okay. This movie's $20, but we're putting a $5 service fee on there. So like, but you
Yes.
said it was
Oh my gosh.
you said it was discounted from $25. But if you actually do the tax, it's only $2 off because it's the same way where they trick you with like all like nutrition stuff where it's on the label a serving size is not actually a measured serving, it's just a suggestion so they can put the exact number that they want on the box to sell the thing that they want, because everything in some way or form is trying to sell you some form of manipulation. I am a boring adult.
Preach. Can we talk about delivery fees? Can we talk about ordering fast food on DoorDash or any other? Anyway, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Bonsai.
Bonsai.
All right, mine is a pretty actually like real one that I'm very surprised that like I feel like water to everywhere, like good drinking
yeah.
water
Good,
should
clean
be
drinking
free.
water is a human right.
Yeah, human right. And big America, it's not so big of a deal because you can kind of sometimes majority of the time you can get free water from stores. Found out a lot of European countries you gotta pay for water.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta pay to get water. And I was like, what? Yeah, a lot of European countries they have that, and I'm like, that's interesting. Though to be fair, they counterbalance with very cheap alcohol. So
You know, Bonsai, in America, some people have to pay what's known as a water bill or utilities bill, therefore paying for their water. Yeah, it's true. Even in America, we're not safe. Even in America. Can you believe it? Greatest country in the world, still got to pay for water. All right, what about you, Anita? You want to complain or you want to judge?
These are all
You want to
very good.
whine?
These are all very good, but I do love to whine. I don't think you understand
Ooh,
how much I love
Of
to whine.
course.
Excellent.
Who
ooh, tell
doesn't?
us.
I mean, housing, obviously. This I'm gonna go down the list. Housing, food. Why do you have to pay for food? Why do I have to pay why doesn't healthcare also include teeth? Why are teeth? They're part of my fucking body. Sorry.
Oh,
Two F-bombs
Second,
in
we're
one
two for
show.
two. We're 2 for 2. Ah!
PG-13 rating now.
It wasn't me this time.
I can't go to the dentist for free. I have to shell out a whole bunch of money to fix my teeth, which they're part of your body. Why is not included in your healthcare? Or I need to pay to see.
That was a close one.
I have to pay money so that someone can look at my eyes and tell me that they're bad, and then I have to pay more money so that I can correct my vision, either through laser surgery, which is even more expensive, or I need to shell out at least $250 for like a good pair of glasses, or if it's run by a company like Luxottica, or I can probably get them online for a little bit cheaper, but I'll have to order them from another country, and then you'll have to pay shipping fees, and it's worse for the environment. And I got a whole rant. That's it. That's my
Thank
one.
you, Anita.
Those are
Thank you.
very good points, Anita.
Who are you going with? Who's your
Can you
champion
vote for yourself?
of wine?
Can I vote for myself?
I
No.
will. No, what?
I
I
think
thought
so.
it was a pretty
I
solid.
I vote for
No.
Anita's voting for
I
herself.
voted for Anita. That's
Oh,
very...
sorry, that's 3 on 1. I'm sorry, rules master. If you only would have taught us the rules sooner.
If only the
We
rules had been taught
rebel!
to us.
Yes, if only
Guess
I
what?
went
You told us that there were no rules and we shouldn't worry about it too much. So guess what? I win.
Cheers to
Okay.
Anita!
Cheers to
All right,
Anita!
Good, Anita.
to Anita.
Oh, now it's Javion. Are you whining about how we
I
monopolized
just
the game?
feel
Also-
like it's not in the spirit of the game if you're just gonna change the rule. All right.
Javion,
So-
I will make this up to you by I will run something on game night soon, and you will be able to torment me. I promise.
Oh, really? Do I have to,
Ooh.
do I have to
That
get
is
to
a
kill
swear.
a character named Marcus?
You can do
Because,
whatever
please.
you want with whatever games I pick.
Thanks.
You want.
Right. Well, that'll be the day. Marcus, why don't you choose a card?
What annoys you most about texting? So for those of you who don't know, texting is also known as SMS. It's a message sent textually from usually a phone. It's like an email that goes straight to your phone from another phone. Javion, you seem to have an understanding of what texting is, so please.
Yes, please. Okay. So I am a gay man, and I am one with the men. And on the men apps that I use, texting can happen in many different ways, and I'm not going to go into too much detail, obviously. But what I will say is, let me give you a reenactment A reenactment of 90% of all of the conversations I've ever had on these apps. Are you ready? Typically, you guys know me. I don't text first. I wait for somebody to text me first, and then I'll reply. So here's how it goes. Hey there. And then I'll say, well, hi. And they'll say, how are you? Already I'm exhausted. I hate having to reply to this question. It's the same question with the same answer every single time. I literally have a note that I copy and paste the text from just to say, great, how are you? So I don't have to keep typing it in every time somebody texts me this. I'm like, great, how are you? And he's like, I'm great, thanks. And then the conversation ends. That's it. That's how the conversation ends. Now, sometimes I'll say like, what's up? And they'll be like, oh, I don't know. I'm just seeing if you're looking, X, Y, Z. And then the conversation just ends. So the worst thing about texting is trying to have a conversation with people who have immediately decided they have nothing to say. They just wanted to say hi on a dating app. You're looking for friends? There are plenty of other platforms for that. I'm here to meet, not to talk. Okay.
I got to see if I can find a script. That was great. There was a script that I worked on in college. A friend's final theater thesis was a play about Grindr, and specifically about like what you're talking about. I got to see if I can dig that up for you. It's really funny.
Thank you. Thanks for the little teaser. I can't wait for it to show up in my inbox. Be like, what's this? Why did Marcus send this?
It's a really good script.
Right.
Really good script.
Done.
So what I hear is that if you're going to try to message Javion to woo Javion, you go roll initiative. You
yes,
yes,
that's so much better. Hey
Get
there,
the conversation
hey,
rolling.
What's up? Roll for initiative. I'm already on board. Text me where and when I'll be there.
Okay, so who next wants to share with me their the most annoying thing to them about texting?
I would love to.
Please, Anita, go ahead.
Mine is the fact that if you have something important to say to me and you don't say it over text or you don't even call, it's the fact that people don't. Just don't. This is going to be like a little bit like behind the curtain. I found out about a death in the family because my sister sent me the a job, commissioned me to make the funeral program. I didn't get a text. I didn't get a call. I found out that her father-in-law passed away because she hired me to make the program, not because she told me. She assumes that if you are on Facebook, you will see it, and I am not on Facebook, and I have told her this.
That's pretty grody.
That's pretty bad.
Lack of communication.
Like, that makes me feel like the Train song, really. Like, that's awful.
And when she does text me, it's always like 20 different questions about how I'm doing and never anything about what's going on at home.
Fun.
I support you, Anita. I support
like,
you.
I'm doing good.
And all the
Here's everything I'm doing. Like, and then it's like question after question after question and nothing about like, oh, dad's good. Like, here's all the things that are happening back home. Nothing.
We got to get on Facebook for
lack
that
of communication for me.
Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you so much for sharing that, Anita. Now, Bonsai, textually, what annoys you the most?
About Texas? Or no, texting. Sorry.
Texas.
Texting.
Tell me what you don't like about Texas. Go ahead.
Textually.
No, it's okay. But no, texting. It doesn't really allow for context clues of how person is really putting off something. Like if I don't know you're being sarcastic, and this is me texting you for the first time, and I'm like, whoa, what do you mean by this? And also, triple dots don't mean a pause. It means awkwardness. And if you always enter your sentence with triple dots
oh my
afterwards,
gosh, yes.
My older relatives do this, and I'm like, are you judging me? Why are we putting the triple dots down? I do not like. Oh, no.
No!
I don't like
Marcus
it.
is texting in Zoom chat with
In Zoom
so
chat
many ellipses.
with triple dots, and I All right, I know there's some people in chat who have my phone number, and they better not triple dot me right now. I can see them. I know they're there. Don't you?
No.
Do it.
Stop, no!
I do like the question, Bonsai, how do you feel about double dots? Like 2 dots, where it's like, is that a little more playful?
I just like it's just no. I don't know what the 2 dots mean. Triple dots are always like awkward, right? Is that not every? What is the understanding of the triple dot? Do we not know? Do we not concise that are like triple
Triple
dots?
dots to me, it means that they're trailing off.
Trailing
Like,
off.
They don't quite understand. Like they might have caught another thought and they don't quite understand.
Or if there's like an awkward pause before they start a sentence.
There's also
Dang it! I knew it. See, all of my social media stuffs are blowing up right now. I just like.
I'm a fan of triple dots, but not in the way that like I get them from my family, where it's just, how you doing? Okay, ... Does that mean you're something wrong? Like, no, I was just busy. That's not what triple dots mean. I stand by that. That's anxiety. That's all that is. Like for me, how I use triple dots is I will literally just, like you said, trail off a thought and then go to the next thought. Or if I actually am thinking while I'm typing, I'll just type the whole thing out. But I do send I send text back with full thoughts. I'm not just like ... Yeah.
I feel more pity for the person that keeps using them than I do anger. Like, I'm not upset. I'm just like, I don't think you realize how you're coming across, textually speaking.
Yeah.
Marcus.
Okay, so I have a couple of things. I don't like text. Oh, texting's fine. It's a way to communicate with people that is easier and very accessible. I enjoy having that aspect. What I don't like is having to have my phone on me all the time. I have spent like 2 years distancing myself from having this thing right next to me at every given thing. But I'm not even going to talk about that because that's a whole like productivity thing. That's a whole like sanity thing. Don't want to look at Twitter. Don't want to look at the internet. What I'm going to talk about is there was no handbook, no guidebook for what any of these darn abbreviations mean. Like we had a little bit of AOL Instant Messenger. We had a little bit of that. But like then it's like 17 acronyms. I was literally texting my brother what things meant when he was in high school. I was like, what does this mean? Am I in trouble with this girl? Like, I don't know. I have no idea.
PIL.
What does that mean?
Today I learned.
Ah!
AFK. PvP.
Away from keyboard. Player versus player.
TBF.
Player versus environment.
VHS, VH1, V8. I love them. We love them all. So that is my official. Okay, so now I get to decide.
I know who I would choose. My vote's for Bond.
I'm really having a hard time deciding. It's all happening so fast.
Does.
You know what? Just because I was influenced by Javion, Bonsai.
Also,
To
Bonsai, I think
Bonsai.
you had a really good thing to complain about, and you did a good job complaining about it.
Well,
Thank you.
To Bonsai.
You also had a great-
Where did I
Oh,
put
but yeah, Javion, how do you feel? How are you doing, Javion? How are you doing?
Oh my God, stop. You're hurting me. Why are you trying to hurt me? It's
What
hurt.
kind of wine do you have, Javion?
Well, this is a red Gatorade Zero.
Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh.
fancy.
Yeah,
Fancy.
vintage 2022.
Bonsai, what are you drinking? Let's take a brief moment and let's.
I am drinking an actual apple cider non-alcoholic.
Okay, you thought about that so much. I was like, what's?
Expired last year, but I'm drinking it. It's still okay.
That is a powerful statement from a powerful woman. Next up, we
Yes.
have Anita. Anita, what are you sipping on?
Well, my cup is currently empty, but previously
Or is it
was
full?
filled with
Air.
it's full of air, I suppose.
There we go.
But previously it was filled with the finest of Pepsi Cola products.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Was it? Is this a bare bones Pepsi, or are you thinking like is it one of the flashier kind of?
Oh no, this is standard mill run of the mill Pepsi.
Okay.
With
Here's a question.
ice.
The kind you just get tattooed on your arm. Yeah.
Yeah. Like CM Punk.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, Jahan, what did you say? JP?
Here's a question. This is off topic, and I want to get to what Mark
What?
is drinking too. But is a glass full of glass, or is it empty? Even though it is made of glass, I'm not sure what to think.
A glass is a vessel.
Mhm.
Huh? So it can't be full of
Used.
itself.
But can a glass be a
Hold
vessel?
other-
So what are you drinking, Marcus?
I have no. I'm now stuck I'm now stuck with thinking about glass as some kind of sentient. Anyway, I
I'm
am
still
I am.
thinking of the link that Javion made me click before this. Anyways,
I hope
So
Javion's
for
thinking the
everybody
link
in
I made
chat,
him click.
I want to
No
direct
one,
your attention.
no one click any links that's not from the Gen Con Twitter account or the Gen Con account. No one click any links. I am drinking the most bitter and sugar-free cranberry juice, and it is delicious. I love it.
Ooh.
What year is that?
Delicious.
I hope it was this year.
Are there
And
any
then,
notes of Negroni in there?
Oh, I wish I could go for a Negroni right now. I love a Negroni.
When we were at a wrap party, Marcus and I met up, and I don't know. He just said the the bougiest thing. We were talking about drinks, but he just said like, yeah. There's like hints of like Negroni in it.
Okay, I gotta no. I actually want to talk about this because I was in a full velvet onesie at this point, by the way, a full velvet romper, and I was making fun of the Negroni drink that they served because it literally on the sign said all of those things, and every time someone asked me what I'm drinking, it's like it's a disgusting drink that was made by this person, and here are the ingredients. So yeah, so that's why we said it had hints of Negroni because it was supposed to be a Negroni that just didn't turn out well. It was a Negroni that someone like added, I would say, like water from the side of the road in Seattle to.
oh yeah,
it was
that's Seattle ditch water. We do love that.
yeah. So that's
it adds like a nice astringent flavor.
In the defense of Marcus and that drink in that one night, Javion, that is my only thing. I will award Javion an extra point though for remembering.
Okay.
Currently, the score is 5-5 for all four of us.
Oh, also, chat was saying air is the solution for the glass. It is filled with air.
Oh no,
and also, there's a vote for.
That's just Miko. We can ignore.
Oh, okay. Oh, and then iced tea with lemon is what some lemon.
Ooh, that's a nice.
Okay,
I
good.
love that. That's a nice, refreshing, getting kind of warm flavor. I love that.
Yeah, everybody at home, please grab your most refreshing drink and wine with us. So, all right, for my question, I would like everyone to tell me what is the most annoying thing you have to do every day. The most annoying thing you have to do every day.
Oh, hey, I could go ahead and say, I
might win
say,
this one.
As a new mother, guess what?
Oh no!
I have to wake up at all hours of the day, and especially in the middle of the night, preferably like at 3 a.m. in the morning, and pump my baubles because they're gonna explode with milk. That's the most annoying thing. I have to wake up 3 a.m. in the morning and strap on a machine that goes.
I vote for Bonsai.
Or else, if I don't, then I'm gonna wake up
Bonsai
in a
wins this
puddle.
one.
In a puddle,
I
a
got
puddle of my
nothing.
own milk.
Well, I get to decide.
So
I want
my
everybody to
complaint.
give you your best. Thank you, Bonsai. I'm so sorry you have to deal with that
Every day.
How is the baby?
Also, the baby's good. The baby is actually really bad, actually, because he had his shots today, so now he's been crying. You can't hear it in the back because we have noise dampeners, but he's been crying for like an hour. I feel so sorry. Thank you, Mr. B, glorious partner of mine, taking care of the baby.
Thank you so much.
I hope I didn't scare you into getting your baby vaccinated for any.
Because the pox.
Oh yeah, because you while my child was unborn, you cursed my unborn child while it was in the womb.
Live
you
on
put
stream.
upon it live on stream.
All I have to say is, I mean, it worked.
You know, you can't argue with those results.
What about you two? What's the most annoying thing you have to do every day?
I'm going to be honest, I might need a second to think about this because I do a lot of annoying shit.
I mean, you can say more than one. I will accept a multiple choice answer.
I mean, I will say that I have to scoop out the cat litter every day.
That's annoying.
This little jerk.
I hate that for you.
He poops in a box, and I got to clean out that box.
The smell is the worst part for me of that.
Yeah, the smell. If you stay on top of it, it doesn't get to be too bad. But
once the worms get in
I've
your
also
brain,
got like
it's
a
not
little
too bad.
deodorizer, shakies. It smells like bubblegum.
Oh, I just said once the worms get into your brain, it's not too bad.
Yeah, you get used to it after a while.
Ew, that's awful. I don't like that image.
Toxoplasmosis, and you'll
part of the process.
You'll be frightened for the rest of your life.
Yeah, go look. It's what happened with rats. You can that's how that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was pretty crazy, right?
Ladies can't touch the cat litter box because of it.
It's incredibly complicated and very fascinating.
Okay.
So my I've thought about it. I've thought about it long and clear, and long and hard. I'm about 6'3". I am a
Marcus is very
bigger.
tall.
I'm a bigger.
Marcus is very
A
tall.
bigger
Marcus
size.
is very tall.
I do require a lot to keep me alive, various liquids and solids, as well as medications and things. One of my least favorite things, even though it is one of my greatest passions on this earth, I do not like that I have to eat every day. Like I
Oh my
love,
gosh.
Sucks.
Yes.
I love food. I love food, but I don't like having to eat every day. I don't like getting so hungry that my body can't move and I have to force something down my stomach. That is frustrating for me. So or if I've eaten, I've taken care of myself. Oh, I'm all of a sudden really hungry and I have about 5 hours of things to do. I wish I could just push a button and say stop that. I don't like eating every day. Fix
Like
it.
when your blood sugar just drops and you get really shakes.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
this is the thing that's been described as me ever since I was a kid. There is like one of the early like Dragon Ball time. Like
Oh.
Wow.
Goku cannot, like little kid Goku was like in the middle of a fight and just got so hungry that he passed out. That was me when I was a kid, where I would just kind of lay on the floor and not move. I wouldn't know why I was so tired or exhausted, just because I didn't eat. That's a whole other story. But like, like people who are hanging around me and you spend a lot of time with me, you could literally see the life drain from my eye when I'm like in the middle of a sentence and I'm like,
I've watched this happen last year.
Gen
at Gen
Con,
Con.
yeah.
We need to get something for you.
yeah, like the blood sugar, just like you said, just
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah, you can watch. You can see it in real time when Marcus.
Yeah, there was multiple Taco Bell being dropped off at.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, we feel bad. How's Taco Bell?
I 100% agree. I hate that I have to eat every day. It just feels like something I should be able to like a little pack that I
Yeah.
stick on my arm, and like it has like a needle, and it just like injects me with meat, and then that's like all the food that I need all day.
Need a hot beef injection.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I get that.
Wow, did you just come up with that? That's actually really brilliant. I need your help to decide because I can't choose between Bonsai and Marcus. What do you think?
I think that I would say
Marcus,
Bonsai wins this one. Are you
Bonsai.
kidding me? Bonsai wins this
Okay,
one.
Bonsai. To Bonsai.
Bonsai brought a literal life into the world.
To Bonsai.
Bonsai deserves all the flowers.
Vote for the bubbles.
I will make my own wine submission in the
please.
form of a poem.
Ooh.
The author of this poem is actually anonymous, so I have no idea who you are. But if you're for some reason you're watching this,
The stream.
thank you for the poem. It's really beautiful. Okay. Who's been at the toothpaste? I know some of you do it right. You squeeze the tube from the bottom and you roll up the tube as it gets used up, don't you? But someone here, you know who you are. You stuck your thumb in anywhere, anyhow. Now you turn that tube of toothpaste into a squash sock. That toothpaste is so hard to use. It's like trying to get toothpaste out of a packet of nuts. And then you went and left the top off, didn't you? So now that toothpaste has turned to cement. You know who you are. I won't ask you to come out here now, but you know who you are.
That's a crime.
People who do things like that, you should be ashamed of yourself. I am. I mean, yeah, okay, I love you and all, but what am I saying? I can't stay mad at you. I love you. Now let me smell your breath. All right, that's all.
The drama.
That like that went from like a poem to like a limited crime series really quick. Like I green you 6 episodes on Netflix with that. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean they're
I'll take
greenlighting
it.
anything too, so like might as well just get on it and we'll get some money.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, to the author of that poem, you're great at writing poems. Please keep writing them if you're out there.
If you're watching right now too. Please. Big table takes,
All right.
guys.
Bonsai, what about you? What's your which card are you choosing, or do you want another set upon grove?
Ooh. Okay, hold on. I am going to this one's a pretty I feel like this one's a pretty hard one to for people to say. What is something that takes way too long?
Hmm. Long.
So
Way too long.
way
Actually
too
get some.
long.
Uh,
What
oh,
takes
man. I could be really
forever?
petty. I could be really snippy, and I
Ooh.
could be really I mean, it would just be more of like a joke, not really like something I'm actually complaining about. But I mean, I don't want to do that. I love you guys, and I would
Oh,
therefore
it's about
Oh, it's about
appreciate
us.
us.
you.
Okay.
Oh,
And yet,
now we have to
of course,
hear
if you
it.
do it to us, you don't want us to say anything back.
Oh yeah, of course. I wouldn't want that.
Yeah.
So it just doesn't seem like it's worth it. I will say, okay, this is about somebody completely different, a different group
Sure.
of people.
Sure.
Let's call
Okay.
them
Sure.
Smarkus and Smonzai.
Sometimes getting people to do things for, let's just say, my D&D campaign, it takes a while. And every once in a while there's like one person who like finds out that like that I care and I want them to do their homework assignment, and then they do it, and I love that person, and I put all my attention and focus into that person's character in the RPG that we'll be playing. But then everybody else, I'm just like, hey, why haven't you done anything with this at all? Oh, it's game day. I asked you for the thing. It doesn't seem like you wanted to do it. That's just fine. But like now, we got one person doing it, not everybody else. So, and I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about any of you all.
One of them might be named
Love you, Bonsai.
Spinita. One of them might be S'more Enigma.
I just I think you have just unlocked a new nickname for Noir. Thank you for thank you for opening my eyes to the
Listen,
Not that we're saying.
I will follow this up by saying backstories take so long, y'all. Game prep takes forever. I like to improvise in the moment. I'm not sorry about it.
Okay, but if it's as simple as like, please just choose a character class. And if
I know I need to, but
if
I
I
got a lot of things going on, man.
write out a whole document from the heart explaining in as short detail as possible each character to get you as
Sometimes
excited as
I
you
like to
can.
build characters together.
I know.
I know everybody's busy, but I like building characters together, and it makes it easier for me to pick. 'Cause I get decision paralysis real easy too.
Oh, how can you say no to
I
that face? That's a really cute puffy dog. Look it.
Fair, sure, valid. I'll get
Can I
the
get my
character
golden
to
star
you,
though?
Javion.
I want my golden star. Give me my golden star. I want
Yes,
golden star.
Bonsai, you are the golden child. You can do no wrong, and I will give you handouts. I will give you extra dice rolls. I will give you extra
I'm
points
the
and
favorite.
experience.
I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
A full
Awesome.
campaign. What?
I won't. We'll have to see how long Marcus's character stays alive. That's the real.
No, that's the thing. I have a character specifically designed for Marcus. Unfortunately,
Oh,
somebody else chose it already.
what?
It's Bonsai, because Bonsai's the
It's
only
a
one that
character-
chooses the character.
I can change it.
The
I can
character who
change it.
dies and then comes back to life the next day.
Fine. I take back my. I'll take it back. Take it back. I take it back. I don't want to do that one.
And they also rest at bonfires, and they can also read messages written in the dirt, and they can also dodge roll. Yes.
Yeah. No, I'm changing mine person. I'm gonna be this. I'm gonna type it in. I changed it.
Thank you, Bonsai.
Fair. This is good though.
As
Excellent.
long as I can have the tinfoil hat. That's my caveat. If I'm being
Oh.
this thing, I'm gonna be tinfoil.
We'll talk.
Or banana. We'll accept banana.
What other stuff do we have to complain about taking too long?
Yeah. What is the other stuff? We started and nobody wants to talk about
You know what?
Yeah.
Laundry.
Takes too long. Like I have to set an entire day aside to do laundry. It's a nightmare. Yeah.
Oh wow. No, laundry does take a long time. Oh,
I would teleportation.
fly.
Yeah.
The silent
been-
screaming.
I've been 3D printing armor, like chainmail, over the last several days. I've made 2 sleeves and I'm working on the rest of the tunic at the moment. But 3D printing takes too long. I want a replicator is what I want. I want to be able to like just punch a thing into a computer and be like, just give me the chainmail. I'll have it done. It'll be done. I want to live in that post-scarcity Star Trek economy, please.
I also,
Oh, yes.
I love the replicator. That's a want for me. I'll take that.
Yeah.
I want the teleporter.
I want to
agree
taste it.
I agree with what?
I want to taste things. I want to taste the replicator. That's the thing. Like, is that like it's supposed to replicate food and stuff?
Whatever
and...
you want.
But would it be like the Matrix style tasting? Like you can't really confirm
Well, but
whether
it's
or not
real
that
because
thing
it's not
is.
because it's not the Matrix.
Oh,
it's not
real.
food. It's real food. They have to
Marcus,
eat
you
it.
can
It's real food.
No, not anymore.
Replicator's real food. It's just they take all the proteins and like glucose and they synthesize it into the exact same formulaic shape of, say, an apple.
Yeah, so like I can take this. So basically what they do is they like put science on it.
Put
Right?
science on it. And
They
then
put science on it and
What do you mean,
they
like
give it.
magnets and stuff?
So kind of like
Right.
magnets, that's kind of like science, but more like the science that you like can like put on and then in things and then it becomes other stuff.
I don't get it.
Well, your name's not John Rottenberry.
You're right. That's technically true. That
That's
is
not
my
your name, and if you did, then you know a thing or two about Lord of the Rings.
I agree with what you're complaining about.
I just went like this. I haven't. You saw the haven't eaten face.
All right. I will make judgment, and I say I will agree with Anita. 3D printing. Give me faster.
Give me faster.
Takes
3D
too
printing.
long. 3D faster. I also agree because I am maker crafter, and also chainmail's just long. That's just
I
chainmail.
have been the pattern that I have uses it actually knits together. I can show you. So
Ooh.
I've got a sample here of what it looks like when it's painted and primed.
Wow.
But it actually, you use a crochet hook and you pull the loops through the loops.
Oh,
It's on TPU filament. It's flexible.
Gee, it is
Oh.
also something that does take too long. Making regular chainmail without a 3D printer that takes way too damn long too.
It would take longer. Yeah, so I just sit and watch Voyager and I knit. I
You
crochet chainmail.
That's
You
awesome.
should
That was
paint
great.
over it with transparent paint or a
No,
clear
so
paint so that you cannot see through the chainmail.
That's a
I paint with a clear paint.
That's our
Okay.
callback to last week where we insisted that Noir use a clear paint so we can see through the thing he's painting, which is exactly how it works.
And display the dice that are inside or whatever. You
That's what it was. That's really cool. I actually haven't. Is it as we're gonna talk about 3D printing for a second? So that's made of so it's stretchy and light.
It's light. It's stretchy because it's TPU, which is a flexible
Oh,
foam.
yeah.
It gets used a lot
Ooh.
in like little toy car wheels
Yeah,
and stuff like that. It's squishy.
that's so cool. I cannot wait to see that when you're all done with it.
Speaking
So,
of which,
yeah,
oh,
it does
can I do an extra complaint that I know this
Yeah.
this chat this
Oh, there's
this.
always room
All
for
right,
complaining
what is your most annoying thing about costuming?
here. Ooh.
That's not fair. I've never done.
Wigs.
Wait, no, you haven't. No, you've dressed up for like all
Well,
this.
okay, actually,
Lie.
I never
It's the
learned,
truth.
but I've definitely done costumes.
So
I think
Yeah.
for-
I think the
That's why I
worst
said
part for me-
costuming, not LARPing.
Mm-hmm.
I think the
Or
worst part for
cosplay
me
recently. I'm just playing.
is
Mhm.
storing all of the stuff after I'm done and like trying to find something to do with it later. Like if I want to do another costume later, I have to like find all the stuff that I like tucked away in boxes or my closet. And I can't find it anymore, or I've already gotten rid of it because it's too bulky to fit my suitcase and I couldn't get home. Or I don't ever wear it again and it's sitting in my closet or just sitting out there, never being used. So I'm just like, fine, I'll finally get rid of it. And then somebody else asks me, hey, do you have like a mask? And like, can you wear it to this party that we're doing? And I'm like, no, I already got rid of it. Sorry, I didn't think I was ever gonna use it again.
Should have invited me a week ago. Damn.
Mine is quite simple. It's having the executive function to finish a project
Mm.
and not getting halfway through and stopping. I look at all the uncompleted 3D printed projects. I need to glue that bow. I need to glue that Captain America shield. I need to finish printing the Mandalorian armor.
A lot.
So I
Yeah.
think like for me, coming from like a theater and film background, wigs were always an issue with me, but I always had shorter hair, so like it was easier to kind of get things in. The real fun answer for me is finding footwear. I have pretty large feet, and walking around Phoenix, Arizona, and hitting every single potential drag store that there was around to size 16 and a half 6-inch heels was one of the most beautiful and terrible days of my life. I wish I still had those heels to this day. I really, really do. I had to learn.
You didn't keep them?
No, they weren't. I was for a project. I was working with a theater, so they owned the props when we were done with it. But because they're not going to send one person to go look for giant ass shoes. They're going to send the person who has the giant ass feet to go do that part. I wish I might have find some footage just
for
exactly.
Yeah.
I need to find some footage for the TableTakes crew behind the scenes because there is footage of me doing a whole dance number in those heels and about a 6-inch headdress. So
I need this.
I will try
now.
to chalk this. I'll try to hunt this down for you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you. Mine is too many people request whether or not they could hit me in replica armor. It's replica armor. It's not real armor. You know what I'm talking
They want to
about.
hit you?
They want to hit me with the bat. They're just like,
What?
oh, it's replica armor. Let's see if it actually protects. I'm like, no, it's foam.
Does it
It's
hurt?
foam.
Does it
It's
hurt?
not real armor.
Yeah.
It's not real. Please don't hit it. It's fragile.
That is I love that. I mean, that's nerds at conventions. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I am as someone who knows nerds that go to conventions. That's nerds at conventions. I was going with a group from a dating sim, and a dude walked up was like, I fucked all of you guys, and I was like, oh cool. I'm gonna throw you away. I'm bigger than you, you little freak. But it's like people just they just walk up and hit you.
Oh yeah, cosplay's not consent. That's a real
Cosplay's
thing.
not
Yes.
consent.
Cosplay's
Yes.
not consent.
Yes.
Ask
Alright,
if you want to take a picture.
Yeah.
Yes.
And also,
Sorry,
just
that
don't hit
went to a real
bonsai.
rat.
Stare,
Just-
stare all day.
Just stop hitting bonsai.
Stop hitting
Stop
bonsai.
hitting bonsai,
Hey,
please.
sour
'Cause you know-
beers. I don't care if it's a Nerf bat. Maybe just don't hit my friend.
How about this? We will form the Bonsai Protection Association around or at Gen Con.
BPA,
Yeah, we'll the BPA. We'll found the BPA finally, and we will be able to protect bonsai throughout Gen Con.
Bonsai, is this true? Sour beers said you hit everyone. I think
Well,
Sour
mostly
beers
Mr. B.
is playing Whine Night.
I mean, I have seen
No,
bonsai. Bonsai knows a lot about attacking people, so I don't want to say that that's
that's
out
true.
of
No,
the...
no. Okay, so
Alright.
what one? I don't hit them. First we initiate eye contact. Then I do the confirmation of battle. And if the confirmation of battle has been initiated, then I will initiate the confirmation of battle. This is how it goes. Eye contact first. Then I go, oh, and then they go, huh? And then that's confirmation. So then I check things. That is how this is how
Okay,
this is
so
confirmation.
we're getting another side of a story here.
confirmation.
A story where you do hit, and then you are getting hit back as maybe comeuppance.
Wow.
A little bit.
Okay. Yeah. Now
All
I
right.
now I know why everyone's saying hit you in your armor.
So now we have like we have a bigger picture. We're gonna investigate this. Our Table Takes Research Fund is going to go to investigating this up until Gen
The
Con, so we can
TTRS,
finally
yes.
have so we can finally have the answer. Who is the real attacker, Bonsai or Bonsai's friends?
I go for the ankles. You have to make the first strike. I'm small.
Well, there you go.
Sorry.
Um,
we need. Sorry. Go ahead, Nita.
No, I
Good.
was just going to say that I know that we've gotten a little bit off topic, but
No.
away from the standard questions. But I have one that's unstandard as well. I'm going to say, what is the worst thing about conventions?
Ooh.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Please, please, please,
Yeah,
Bonsai, you're
by
on
all
the
means,
floor.
Bonsai, have the floor.
Wash deodorant. It's not expensive. You can do it. Just wash your body. Use deodorant. I am sorry. Okay. You are lovely human beings, but like sometimes those lovely human beings, when I go, oh hey, and then I get closer, I go, oh
I cannot agree with you anymore, Bonsai.
Take care
I'm
of your flesh,
sorry.
Persian.
Sorry.
One of my my first Gen Con that I went to was in 2019, and I remember when I was leaving the bathroom, I didn't hold the door for the gentleman behind me, and he got particularly upset and called me out on it. And it was my mistake because I thought he was going to wash his hands before he left the bathroom. But I remember this so vividly.
Oh God, I need to wash my hands. I feel it on my hands.
Oh.
I feel my hands are dirty all of a sudden.
So
I don't know.
I'm going to say when you're at the convention or any convention, take care of yourself. Get some hand sanitizer. Maybe wear a mask. Do what you got to do.
water.
Wipe your hands
water.
on market.
Don't
market.
don't actually. This is really
Baltic
fun.
and just-
This is really great because if you do touch me without me, I want to point out I am again big, so
is big.
and I don't like being touched by strangers. So if you, essentially, it's the fuck around and find out thing. It's okay. I'm the producer, and I've had so much cranberry juice. Peter knows that when I have cranberry juice, I get a little woo.
Yeah, a little bit. He's been hitting the cranberry just a little too hard.
Cranberry
Oh,
juice.
it's so good.
Um,
It's so good.
I would say.
Here
I
is
would,
mine
oh.
specifically.
Tell us.
Don't stop in the middle of the aisles. You see something cool? That's cool. Pull off to the side. It's a highway.
Go to it. Go to the thing. Get a closer look.
Go get up close to the thing, or find a place to pull off the side of the road. People are trying to move.
I hate that so much.
You're so right.
My least favorite thing about convention is how do I carry all these board games? I need them to come home with me, but they're too big. They're literally huge boxes filled with heavy items like hard. So when I want to go home and I have to pay extra money, and the first Gen Con I ever had, what's his name? Eric Lang. I interviewed him, and he was nice enough to gift me the game that we were interviewing about. However, he also gifted the expansion, and both of these games are like this huge, and they did not fit. I also bought Sleeping Gods because I got tricked into getting on the bandwagon with everybody else. And I bought Sleeping Gods, these huge board games, and I mailed them home. So of course I couldn't play them for weeks. What if they had gotten lost or something, or like doesn't arrive, or wrong address?
We had to. I remember, JVN, we had to have like a special corner of the room because you had so many games that you were not only getting for yourself, but you were borrowing and stuff. So we had a whole section of the production room that was just for JVN's games.
JVN's corner.
Like it looked like whenever you see those social media influencer game people who always do their videos, TikToks behind all of their games. It looked like that, but just everything new at Gen Con stacked up.
Hey, I gave most of those games back.
You did, and you earned the ones that you didn't because they chased you out of the building with them. That didn't happen, probably.
No.
All of us.
To all of us.
Great
To
wine.
complaining.
All of us.
Folks,
To complaining. To
y'all are great at complaining, and
wine.
I wouldn't rather drink and complain with anybody else. This is Gatorade.
I appreciate you, human beings. You're beautiful.
I think that's enough. I think we're gonna call it there. Thank you, folks at home, so much for tuning in for this episode of TableTakes Game Night. If you are sticking around, please tune in for Sarah's Table. It's Joyful Gaming, and she and her friends will be playing Where Magic Dies. Very mysterious. Ooh, what's it about? How do you play? What kind of dice do you roll? Well, stick around and find out after this short break. Thank you all so much, Anita. We always love playing games with you. I hope you keep coming back. And thank you to our viewers for tuning in. We'll see you in just a bit for Sarah's Table. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. See you in a moment.
Bye.